What we see in startups is that there are practices and processes and HR policies, but we are ready to relook at them at short notice depending upon business requirements. It becomes far more easier because many of the startups are not so big. So when any policy changes and all, lot of times have got big financial implications or sustainability and some of those aspects in mind. So it becomes relatively easy for the startups to do that because the scale is less. When you have to really use the same thing for a larger organization, by the time you evaluate all the pros and cons, it takes a while. But I think that whole mindset has to change a lot. What has got you there won't take you ahead, kind of a thing. I think that is very important. The pace in which we work in some of the traditional organizations is like, okay, we will review a policy after 1 year or after a given period of time. We don't make any such claims when we design policies in the new age industries, because we will change it whenever there's a need. So it's that shift. Having said that, there's a lot of learning which is happening from one set of organization to the other. Like startups need to possibly pick up a bit more of structures and systems, because as they grow and they ramp up, they need to have some of those. On the other hand, now we're seeing that some of the other traditional organizations are looking at agility, looking at bringing about accountability to the last employee, communication, like communication across all levels, which is actually something which happens very routinely and very commonly in startup kind of organizations. Possibly, there's need to be a lot more to be done in far bigger organizations. That may be challenging because it's far more hierarchical in nature, and so how you drill down the communication to the last employee in the scheme of things is important. How you making them feel accountable and aligned to the whole organization culture. Openness and transparency. Again, as companies grow bigger and bigger, we see that there is a lot of structures and silos which keeps happening. So how, despite those structures and silos, you are able to really have that open culture and the transparent work practices and stuff are something which I think everybody is trying to work towards.